Erich, I can't remember, but somebody, who it was, had gone to this is in the 60s, to a meeting in New York, and had met Adele Wilkin, or was one of the other ones there. There was a meeting at Carnegie Hall. It could have been Bob Gans or Steve Edelman or someone. And someone had this pin. I thought, well, that's the weirdest looking pin. It was made out of Baba's toenails, sort of like a brooch.
Yeah.
So it's sort of shocking to a person off the street.
That's right. New people to Baba.
Well, I remember the first time I saw jeans. It's really very beautiful, but I was saying, what is that? Is it shell? And no, it's Baba's nails.
Very
Different.
good.
Yeah.
So what use is our toenails?
Huh?
Yeah.
What use are our toenails? No one makes a brooch out of my toenails.
Yeah, we're
Well,
challenging you here.
protects our toes. That's
Oh. What is such a nuisance yet that clips them all the time?
But what use are our toes?
Let's keep our balance.
Keep our balance is the most important thing. First thing, when one is paralyzed, you see, based downwards and is being rehabilitated, the first exercises for them is just to spread a kerchief on the ground and to put the foot there, plant the foot there. So now, draw the kerchief to yourself. Do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. Do this. Just because unless and until the toes start functioning, you are unable to stand on your own.
Did Baba have to do that after his accident or anything? When his leg was in a cast?
Yeah, just as a human being is rehabilitated. We made him push a cart also, a little what do you call it? Perambulator, as we call it.
Yeah.
You know what a perambulator is?
Yeah,
A baby carriage you call it. So yeah, and now baby carriage, because he could not, baby carriage without a weight in it was unsafe, because he might put his weight there because he couldn't, so then it will topple, so we had to put a big rock on. Yeah, whatever the pictures that you see them, he has crossed that stage and now he can move about, you see, yeah, that's how it is. He becomes man, he doesn't act as man.
So then with Baba being the avatar, his baby would be a soul that's in the stone form, so he was pushing his baby.
Yeah, the earliest form.
He was the avatar pushing his baby.
Walking the baby.
Oh, what he went through, you see. No wonder Baba used to say, at this time my crucifixion is unbearable. Because from top to toe, you see, everything, yeah. He suffered through all these things.
Seems like there was hardly...
Because Baba says, when I was Jesus, I was just crucified once and that's the end of it all. But this is every day, it is my crucifixion. And then he gave us a very good figure. And he says, Advent in itself is crucifixion. Yeah. Advent in itself is crucifixion. And then he himself had given a figure like this. See how it is? I am the Advent. And on one side is reality pulling me, and on the other side illusion, the love of illusion is there. It's the illusion loving the reality. And it's just like that. All the time I'm stretched, you see. This is my crucifixion. One side reality, another side illusion. And I am hemmed in between the two. That is the Advent.
Many of the pictures, you see the moving pictures of Baba, especially in the older years, you see a lot of his suffering. Even in the pictures, and you can see him even trying to cover that up for the movies, but you see it there.
Yeah, it is.
And with you being close to him all the time, it must have been unbearable at times to have seen that suffering.
No, you can't call it unbearable, but we have to bear with that unbearable, what you call, environment. Yeah. It was, in a way, you may call it was, but then we got used to it.
Yeah.
when you have your grandfather, grandmother, or mother or father, or the closest one who is there constantly all the time like that, then you become accustomed to it.
Right.
In the beginning it was. That's what always, it was wearing me out in the very early years because I was the cause of it. That's how I took it upon myself. Because I was the driver at the time. In 1952, the accident was all right. He met with the accident, he shattered his left side, it's all right, but then gradually got back, the movements were there, although they were not as brisk as before and all that, but they were free movements. But with the second accident, shattered. Yeah. So I always used to feel that for many years about it. And every time he would just say that, why, what makes you feel so worried about it? Why are you thinking about it? You consider yourself to be so great that you could shatter my body? Yeah. What presumption is this on your part? How presumptuous you are to think like that? And so forth and so on. And especially I felt it, I thought that he would get over this just as he got over the first accident and all that. But when the reports came from London, from the, I think, world famous orthopedic specialist, that this man will never be able to walk. That was the report. Yeah. So then I felt nice. And then he said that I have no cause for worry on that score. It's my doing, and I will show you that I can walk, and I'll walk. So then I got used to it. But so often I felt that in the early years, that well, this is how it has happened.
And the contrary to it being your doing, it was probably your blessing to be the driver.
Contrary to?
Contrary to it being your responsibility, it was probably your blessing to have been able to be the driver of that car.
Why blessing?
It must have been a tremendous amount of work that he accomplished through that accident.
Maybe, I don't know, I can't say that. No, but what happened is that maybe, yeah, all these things are behind these, as Baba would say, the stage. But before the accident, what had happened was, why I felt so much also, he made me feel that also. So I'll give you a thing. I don't think you all have heard this. I had said sometime many years ago. What had happened was that I began to be the driver, and was the driver, you may call it. Whenever he wanted to go out anywhere, here, there, this, and all that, and long distances and bus tours and 4 programs and throughout the country, I used to drive, apart from the blue bus thing. So, and driving was, I had to be the driver, I had to be the cleaner, I had to look to the technical side of the driving and all that sort of thing. Lights are not there, batteries down, this, that, gasoline to be filled, all this is there, and all the whole throughout, keep the car clean and all that for Baba. You know how it is, wash the car and this and that and grease it and all that, of course, is forgotten. But the one who does it, it tells upon the health, So that was there, and then in tours, it was our turn to keep night watch. And daytime, to be with him, drive with him, and also go out on foot and go and search for the musts and poor and all that. So it tells upon the body. It went on and on and on and on. I still remember the one day he tells me that we had to go a long distance. We were right in the south, and we had to go to the north, to a place called Indore. No, he wanted to go further. We went as far as Indore. And well, I drove him. It was day and night driving. He had some work. He said, we don't know what the work is. The driver never asks the boss what the work is. So we went driving. And we had a good ride, and Baba says, we had to accomplish the tour. It's a long tour, and I must return on a certain day like this to the place, to our headquarters at that time. Satara was there. So I said, oh. So we went out, saw that car is in perfect order and all that. So we went. We drove. night and day. It took about, I think, 2.5 days. And he tells me in the midst of the main road, highway, to stop here. And I stopped under the shade of a tree. And he says, "Have you got the road map?" I said, "Yes." So then he spread the road map on the road, and he looks. "And where are we now?" I said, "Here, this is Indore." We had not reached the town yet. I said, we are just 2 miles from here, we will be there. He looked and says, "How long will it take for us to go back?" 2.5 days as we came. No, he says, "I must go there very soon, go back very soon." I said, "When do you want to go?" So he gave me a time. I think it was a day and a half or day and a quarter. Say about 36 hours is day and a half, no? It was, I think, 32 hours or something like that. He said that we must reach there. So, when will you want to go? So immediately. So after 2.5 days of driving, I turned the car on the highway and start driving back. And drive, faster and faster and faster and faster. 90 miles an hour. See, and you know how Indian roads are. All that. And this is now night now.
How many cattle did you kill in the process?
Huh?
How many cattle did you kill in the process?
No, nothing to be done like that. And I'm going, and we arrived at the place at the appointed time. Baba was very happy. Fine, good driving. He was happy. Well, totally exhausted. So I went to sleep. Next morning he comes and we are all seated. Baba is seated there and we are also seated there. There was no space to sit on the ground. So there were other little sofas were there in that room, drawing room of that place. We are on the chairs. So then Baba turns to others and says, "So we came just in time," and all that. And he again looked at me. And that was the time when I said, "Baba, it is no good my continue to drive like that. I have some feeling within me." It's before the accident, mind you. It's 3 days before the accident. Baba says, "What's the matter?" I said, "You have no idea of the speed that we were coming. And it was night when we reached here. I mean, we reached at the destination at dawn time. But we were in the night heading towards our place." I said, "The whole road appeared to me like a tunnel. I couldn't see the road. I couldn't see the road, that was the road. I don't know how I came, but I am absolutely sure that such a thing shouldn't happen again." "Oh, you're a madman," and all that. "No, but Baba, I'm so fed up with this sort of driving. I sometimes felt like just drive like that and finish it off with my driving, you see." I said that, in that, in that, what they call, mood that was there. Totally fatigued and disgusted with this sort of driving. Because I'm carrying the lives of so many people around, you see, apart from Baba's, whose life is so precious. It's not good like that. I'm just trying to bring my point that to what exasperation I was driven in this driving, and it's not good like that. You continue to ask me to drive like that. So you are a mad person, you have no idea. I'm there, isn't it? What is there? What's going to happen? See, Baba, it's dangerous now, please. Well, it's subsided, you're a madman, you have no idea. And I am there. The third day, we went out and the accident took place. And we went from that place to Pune again to see a cricket match. Baba wanted relaxation.
That place being Satara?
Satara is the place. So
You weren't driving 90 miles an hour?
No, it was very leisurely. But because Baba didn't want us to, we wanted to reach at the right time there when the matches begin. This cricket match doesn't begin at early hours of the morning. We started about 6:30 and we had to go. We had no place to stop there or anything, just go to the field and watch the game, and come back. And that day was the day when Baba says we shouldn't even drink water. He said that. He told us, he told me, don't even tell women about it. Keep quiet, and he won't eat anything, and there will be no water also.